On 22nd of Jan, nation is going to see the inauguration of Ram Temple by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In such circumstances, there is a huge debate on social media and also in the mainstream media that should Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurate Ram Temple, because India is a secular country, and in these circumstances, is it okay for a Prime Minister to inaugurate a Hindu temple? Hello friends, welcome to the InNews series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Somnath temple. So why we are discussing here Somnath temple? Because similar incidences had happened with the Somnath temple when President Rajendra Prasad has been invited to inaugurate the temple. The then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru has opposed it. So moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news and then we are going to discuss the troubled history of Somnath temple. We'll briefly discuss the architecture and we are going to discuss practice question of prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the channel. So, moving to the discount part. So, on the occasion of Republic Day, Drishti IAS has come up with the great offers and Drishti IAS is providing 20 to 50% discount on all the online courses including the test series. And if you have any queries, then call on this number, and this offer is validated from 21st to 25th January. Moving to the introduction part. So, 73 years ago, a similar incidences had happened. That's why we are discussing this thing, because media is so much bouncing this news that on 22nd Jan, country is going to see the inauguration of Ram temple. Yes, we do live in a democratic country, secular country, and here state has no religion. So, is it okay for a prime minister of a country, that to a secular country, to inaugurate a Hindu temple? He has his individual choices, but being a country's president or prime minister, is it not okay for a prime minister to inaugurate Hindu temple? Because that gives maybe a wrong message to society, because here India is a land of Christians, Muslims, Bauds, Parsi. So in that situation, that created a debate in the social media that why Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting to their place, and that too for the inauguration. So moving towards the history part of this Somnath temple. So the history is very troubled in context of Somnath temple, and it started from the era of Muhammad Ghazni, and it is believed that Muhammad Ghazni has invaded this temple 17 times because temple was so rich, and each time he had took lots of wealth to his empire. So because of this, we have discussing this topic, and Romila Thapar has written a book, and in her book the name is Somnath, the many voices of the history. She has wrote about length about the troubled history of the Somnath temple, and she tried to identify the real issues associated with the Somnath temple. So she has written that not all the Muslim leaders had and Muslim rulers had opposed the construction and the worshipping of Somnath temple. In the era of Akbar, Akbar allowed that linga should be worshipped, and Abul Fazl has also mentioned about the Somnath temple. On the other hand, 3 decades later, what we have seen that Aurangzeb has opposed this worshipping, and he had also ordered to demolish the temple, and in place of temple there should be the construction of mosque. So this is the Thapar's writing. After that, the history is been interesting in the British era, and when there was a Governor General Lord Ellenborough was there, so there was also conflict with Afghanistan, and in that conflict British invaded Afghanistan, and they had brought 2 gates from the Afghanistan, and they had said that these are the gates of Somnath temple which had been gone in the era of Ghazni, and they had said that we have avenged by getting this gate. But what had happened, that gate is not similar to the construction of Somnath temple. So that has another kind of the history. But British also tried to communalize this construction of Somnath temple, and in the colonial period there was a popular narrative that the construction of Somnath temple is related to the Hindu pride, and it has created lots of communal problem. On the other hand, when India got independent, so Somnath temple is located in the Junagadh Empire. So at that time, the ruler of the Junagadh Empire tried to accede the Pakistan, though he has to face lot of rebellion, and he acceded from that place. And after that, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel reached to that particular place because crowd wanted that there should be the construction of Somnath temple. So Patel has agreed and announced that there should be the construction of Somnath temple. And in all these, the Congress leader K.M. Munshi was vocal about the construction of Somnath temple, and it is associated with the Hindu pride. And what happened that when it was announced that there was a construction of the Somnath temple, and when it has been decided, the matter reached to the Mahatma Gandhi, and Mahatma Gandhi said that government of India should not endorse the construction of Somnath temple. Rather than endorsing, the public should fund for the construction of the temple. So this was the Mahatma Gandhi opinion related to it. And when the temple got constructed, at that time Rajendra Prasad was the president of India, and he was invited to inaugurate the temple, and he agreed to inaugurate the temple. But Jawaharlal Nehru, the then Prime Minister, has opposed this decision, and he wrote letter to the Rajendra Prasad, and he wrote twice letter, and in that letter he vehemently opposed, because he said that we are a land of seculars, and in such situation it is not important to inaugurate a temple. And he said that we are facing lots of socio-economic issues, we have a land problem, we have the caste problem, we have the poverty issues. In such circumstances, it's not important for a president of a country to inaugurate a temple. On the other hand, the Chief Minister of Saurashtra region had announced the donation of 5 lakh rupees, and these kind of incidences happened, and the different embassies had also announced and given tasks to fetch water from every rivers and twigs and soils from the every mountains. But at that time, government of India had announced that ignore such kind of the request, because it's not acceptable for a secular nation to avail such kind of the facilities and to welcome such kind of the construction of temple. This is a very personal matter, and if people belongs to the Hindu religion, they have right to worship the temple, they have also right to celebrate any construction of the temple. But being a president of the country and being the authority by the government of India, you have to look for other people also and other faiths also. So you should not harm the sentiments of the other people. So this is the troubled history of the Somnath temple. Moving to the next slide. Next slide is about the architecture. So as you know that this temple is located in Gujarat, and it is said that it has been constructed by the Chalukya ruler around 997 AD, and it is the first Jyotirlinga among the 12 Jyotirlinga around the India. And there is another Ban Stambh which is located in the courtyard of the temple, and which is also known as the arrow pillar. And the place where the temple is located is very much significant, because it is located on the banks of Arabian Sea, and what we have seen that not a single piece of land is visible from the Somnath temple, it's all over the sea. So the place is very much important, and the style which it has been built is known as the Kailash Mahamir Prasad, and it has been also patronized by that time master masons Sompura Salats. So this is a brief information about the architecture of the temple. Maybe in prelims examination it can come. So moving towards the prelims question, and your question is related to Somnath temple. Consider the following statement regarding the Somnath temple, and the first statement is it has 10 Jyotirlinga, and the second statement it is a 7-storied temple. Here they are asking the correct statement, so kindly answer in the comment section. So I hope you like this session, and if you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.